You'd think that being a global superstar means you're immune to getting starstruck, right? Like once you've walked enough red carpets, won enough awards, and had your face on enough magazine covers, surely meeting another celebrity would feel normal. But nope, it turns out fame doesn't cancel out fangirling. In fact, some of the biggest names in Hollywood completely lose their cool the second they come face to face with their childhood crushes. We're talking full-on, freezing, awkward rambling, hiding behind furniture, and even realizing years too late that they accidentally rejected their dream celebrity. From hilarious talk show confessions to red carpet moments that instantly went viral, today we're counting down the most adorable, awkward, and unforgettable times celebrities finally met their crush. And trust me, you will not believe who made Billie Eilish completely freeze up. Let's get into it. Let's start with one of the most iconic "how did you mess this up" moments in television history. Back in 2015, Nicole Kidman appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. What started as a normal interview quickly turned into one of the funniest celebrity revelations ever aired. Jimmy casually brought up the first time they met years earlier, assuming it was just another random Hollywood encounter. But Nicole had a very different memory. She revealed that she had actually liked him. A lot. According to Nicole, a mutual friend had arranged for Jimmy to come over to her apartment because she was interested in him. Yes, Nicole Kidman was basically waiting for Jimmy Fallon to make a move. And what did Jimmy do? Absolutely nothing. Instead of realizing he was basically on a date with Nicole Kidman, he showed up playing video games, barely talked, and acted like he was just hanging out. As Nicole told the story, Jimmy's face slowly transformed from confusion to realization to pure regret. You could literally watch him relive the worst missed opportunity of his life in real time. At one point, he just dropped his head in his hands, like his soul had left his body. The audience was losing it, Nicole was laughing, and Jimmy, he looked like he wanted to disappear into the floor. It was awkward, hilarious, and honestly one of the most relatable celebrity moments ever. Because who hasn't looked back at a situation years later and thought, wait, was that person flirting with me? Except in Jimmy's case, that person was Nicole Kidman, and he blew it. Moving on to a more recent moment that basically broke the internet, Billie Eilish meeting Justin Bieber. Now, if you know anything about Billie, you know she was not just a casual fan of Justin, she was a full-blown belieber. We're talking posters on the wall, emotional breakdowns over songs, and teenage obsession levels that most fans can relate to. Her mother has even said that Billie cried so much over Justin Bieber as a kid that she considered taking her to therapy. That's commitment. So imagine finally meeting the person who basically defined your entire childhood. That happened at Coachella in 2019. Justin Bieber surprised Billie backstage, and the second she saw him, she completely shut down. She froze. No cool celebrity confidence, no polished superstar energy, just pure overwhelmed fangirl panic. She hugged him and immediately buried her face like she couldn't even process reality. Justin, being fully aware of how much Billie admired him, hugged her back and comforted her like a protective older brother. And honestly, it made the whole thing even sweeter. Here's Billie Eilish, already a massive global superstar with multiple Grammy wins, dominating charts everywhere, and yet in that moment, she was just a teenage fan meeting her idol. It reminded everyone that no matter how successful you become, your younger self never really leaves. Some crushes are simply too powerful. And honestly, same Billie, same. Now let's talk about Jennifer Lawrence, because if there's one celebrity guaranteed to react exactly like a normal person, it's her. Back at the Oscars, Jennifer was giving an interview after winning Best Actress for Silver Linings Playbook, a huge career-defining moment. She was glowing, emotional, and trying to stay composed. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, Hollywood legend Jack Nicholson walked into the frame. Yes, that Jack Nicholson, the man, the myth, the sunglasses. He interrupted her interview to compliment her performance, telling her she did such a beautiful job. Jennifer's reaction? Immediate system failure. She tried to stay professional, but you could see the panic in real time. Then she turned and said the now iconic line, "Oh my god, you look like an old boyfriend," which is somehow both the weirdest and most Jennifer Lawrence thing anyone could possibly say. Jack, being Jack Nicholson, flirted right back and casually told her he would be waiting. As he walked away, Jennifer turned back to the interviewer and whispered, "Oh my god, is he still there?" It was perfect. No rehearsed public relations answer, no polished Hollywood coolness, just genuine panic and accidental flirting with one of cinema's biggest legends. That moment went viral because it was real. Jennifer wasn't trying to be funny, she was just starstruck beyond repair. And honestly, that made it even better. Now let's talk about someone you would never expect to get nervous, Pink. She is fearless, confident, and has built an entire career around not caring what anyone thinks. But apparently, all of that disappears when Johnny Depp enters the room. Pink admitted that when she first met Johnny Depp, she became so shy she literally hid behind a chair. Yes, a chair. Not a metaphor, an actual physical chair. She said she could not handle it and just needed somewhere to disappear because she was so overwhelmed. Imagine being one of the coolest people in music and still reacting like a middle schooler seeing their crush in the hallway. That is the power of Johnny Depp. And honestly, the image of Pink awkwardly hiding behind furniture is both hilarious and strangely wholesome. Because no matter how bold your public image is, celebrity crushes do not care. They will humble you instantly. Speaking of people you'd assume never get nervous, let's talk about Keanu Reeves. Keanu is basically the human version of calm. He's cool, kind, and somehow manages to stay unbothered by everything. But even he has admitted to getting starstruck. One famous moment involved meeting actress Sandra Bullock long before fans became obsessed with their chemistry. The two starred together in Speed, and years later both admitted they had crushes on each other during filming. Yes, mutual crushes, and somehow neither of them acted on it. It's like the Nicole Kidman and Jimmy Fallon situation all over again, but somehow even more painful because everyone watching wanted it to happen. Sandra later confessed she thought Keanu was so handsome and found it hard to stay serious around him. Keanu admitted he had a crush on her too, and the entire internet collectively screamed, "What? How do two incredibly attractive movie stars both have crushes on each other and nobody does anything?" Apparently, awkwardness is universal. Even action movie legends aren't safe. Next up, let's talk about Ariana Grande meeting Jim Carrey. Now this one hits differently because Ariana had been openly obsessed with Jim Carrey for years. She called him one of her biggest inspirations growing up and said his work helped shape her sense of humor and personality. So when she finally got the chance to meet him, it was a huge deal. She posted about it online, basically saying she had no words and that meeting him felt like a dream. And honestly, you could feel the emotional weight behind it. This wasn't just celebrity worship, it was meeting someone whose work genuinely helped her through life. Jim responded with kindness and warmth, making the interaction even more meaningful. Sometimes celebrity crushes aren't just about attraction, they're about admiration and inspiration, and the people who shaped you before they even knew you existed. That's what made this moment so special. It wasn't awkward, it was sincere, and sometimes that hits even harder. Now let's talk about one of the funniest celebrity crush confessions ever, Emma Stone and Leonardo DiCaprio. Emma has admitted multiple times that Leonardo was basically her childhood crush, specifically Leonardo from Titanic. And honestly, can you blame her? For an entire generation, that man was the crush. So years later, when Emma finally got to meet him, and even better, receive an award from him, she completely lost it inside. She later said that while she tried to stay calm on the outside, inside, she was absolutely freaking out. Because no matter how many Oscars you win, if Jack Dawson hands you an award, your inner child takes over. That's fair. Some crushes are permanent. Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic is basically a universal experience, and Emma Stone reacting like the rest of us made that moment incredibly relatable. Before we wrap up, we have to mention one of the cutest examples of all, Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone joking about celebrity crushes during interviews. Their chemistry became legendary thanks to films like Crazy, Stupid, Love, and La La Land, but Fans always loved how naturally awkward and funny they were together off-screen too. Even when talking about celebrity crushes, both of them had that same playful energy, proving sometimes the best moments aren't dramatic red carpet encounters, but simple, honest conversations where famous people remind us they are still just people. Because that's really the fun of all this. We tend to imagine celebrities as living on some separate planet where everyone is polished, confident, and impossibly cool. But then you see Billie Eilish unable to function around Justin Bieber, or Jennifer Lawrence short-circuiting in front of Jack Nicholson, or Pink literally hiding behind a chair because Johnny Depp walked in. And suddenly, they feel a lot more human. Because underneath the fame, the awards, and the glamorous image, there's still people who had posters on their bedroom walls. They still had childhood crushes. They still get nervous. They still say weird things when they panic. And honestly, that might be the most relatable thing about them. Sometimes, success doesn't erase your inner fan. It just gives you front row seats to meet them. And when that happens, chaos. Beautiful, awkward, hilarious chaos. So, which of these celebrity crush moments was your favorite? Was it Jimmy Fallon realizing he accidentally fumbled Nicole Kidman? Billie Eilish freezing in front of Justin Bieber? Jennifer Lawrence trying not to combust around Jack Nicholson? Or Pink's legendary chair hiding strategy? And did we miss an iconic celebrity encounter you love? Let us know in the comments below. We read them all. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more celebrity surprises, behind the scenes moments, and Hollywood stories you won't believe actually happened. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.